Students, today we are going to learn about mechanics. Mechanics is the branch of physics that deals with motion of objects with forces taken into account that cause the motion. So let us come to force. Force is a push or pull that can change or it tends to change the state of motion of an object, its direction, its speed or even its shape. So we can either push or pull the objects to apply force on them. These are different ways in which we can push or pull the objects, or we mean to say that we can apply force on the objects. There are two types of forces, balanced and unbalanced forces. Unbalanced forces are shown here. On the left hand side there is a person applying a force of 10 Newton, and on right hand side there are three people applying a total force of 30 Newton. So the rope will be pulled away in the direction of greater force. The net force you can see in this case is 30 minus 10, that is 20 Newton. So what are unbalanced forces? Two or more than two forces whose resultant is not zero because they don't cancel each other. The other type is balanced forces. As you can see in this case, the rope is being pulled by two people from both the sides. So rope will not be moving in either direction because both the forces being equal and opposite will be cancelling each other's effect. So what are balanced forces? Two or more than two forces that cancel each other and their resultant is zero. Now coming to Newton's laws of motion. Newton's first law is every body in this universe continues to be in its state of rest or uniform motion unless acted upon by an external unbalanced force. If we are having a book at one place, it will not move from its place unless we disturb it. What is the physical significance? It gives us definition of force. That is, force is something that can change the state of an object. Now Newton's first law, one illustration I can show you here. If we pull a cloth very quickly, the plates will not be broken. Second illustration, there is a bottle and a ring is kept over it and some nuts or screws are also kept over it. If we pull this ring very fast, then what will happen? Can you think? The hazelnut directly falls into the bottle. As many as nuts we can keep, they will directly fall into the bottle because of inertia of rest. Because what is the reason in both the activities that the coin or the nuts, they were at rest. So when the force is applied on the ring or on the card, only the card or the ring move. Other things, they fall directly into the bottle or glass under their weight. Coming to Newton's second law, you know, the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the force applied. That means when we apply force on an object, it gets accelerated in the same direction as that of force. So force is change in momentum divided by time, final minus initial momentum, that gives us mv minus mu upon t. And since v minus u over t is acceleration, we get the formula of force F is equal to ma. So this is the physical significance of Newton's second law, that it gives us quantitative information about force or it gives us mathematical expression of force. And you know, out of the three laws, second law is called the universal or the real law of motion. Reason, both first and third laws can be derived from the second law. So this is F is equal to ma. One very uncommon illustration that the students confuse, why buffers are provided in bogies of the trains. So as to increase the time of impact and to decrease the change in momentum and hence to decrease the force applied. So the passengers sitting inside the bogies during shunting of the train, they won't get a jerk, they won't get injured. Next is Newton's third law. If we slap somebody, he will also slap us in back. So to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction, that is force on first object by second is equal and opposite to force on second object by the first. And why the motion is possible in this case? Both the objects will be moving because these two forces act on two different bodies. Law of conservation of linear momentum states that in an isolated system, what is an isolated system? In which net external force acting on the system is zero. Then initial momentum will remain equal to the final momentum. You are already familiar with the examples: recoil of gun, common velocity of bullet block system, rocket propulsion. So all those examples, wherever Newton's third law is applicable, momentum is conserved. Now I am going to show you some activities that I performed at home that will give you some information about Newton's first, second and third laws as well as conservation of momentum.